If you're looking for ways to avoid taxes on your 401k rollover into an IRA, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to break down the best strategies to protect your hard-earned money and make sure you're not overpaying in taxes when you make the switch. First, let's set the stage. If you're a retiree or nearing retirement, you're probably already aware of the importance of making smart moves with your retirement savings. The last thing you want is to lose a chunk of that wealth to unnecessary taxes. The good news? There are ways to avoid taxes on your 401k rollover, and I'll explain exactly how to do that. Now, before we dive in, if you're serious about protecting your wealth, I highly recommend you click the first link in the description. Thousands of Americans are turning to gold IRAs to protect their savings, and this free guide will walk you through how you can do the same. If you've got 100K or more in an IRA or even $5 million in savings, this is especially crucial for you. Let's jump into how to avoid taxes on your rollover. First and foremost, you need to understand the difference between direct and indirect rollovers. A direct rollover, where the funds move directly from your 401k to your IRA, is the key to avoiding taxes. If you go this route, the money never hits your personal account, and as long as the rollover is completed within 60 days, no taxes will be triggered. But be careful with indirect rollovers. If you take the money out and deposit it yourself, you'll face mandatory withholding taxes, and that can cause headaches down the road. Second, timing is everything. You want to make sure you're rolling over your 401k at the right time of year. The IRS doesn't care if you make your rollover before or after the year ends, but keep in mind that if you withdraw the money and don't roll it over correctly, you might have to pay taxes for the year you took the distribution. Keeping it clean and direct is always the way to go. Another thing to watch out for is the type of IRA you're rolling into. Traditional IRAs are your best bet for tax-deferred growth. When you roll over your 401k into a traditional IRA, you won't owe taxes on the funds right away. The taxes only come into play when you start taking withdrawals. However, if you roll your 401k into a Roth IRA, you'll have to pay taxes on the amount you convert, but the long-term benefits can be significant. Let's talk about gold IRAs. If you're considering rolling your 401k into something that offers more protection, gold IRAs are one of the most effective ways to safeguard your retirement savings. Gold has proven to hold its value over time, especially when the dollar and traditional assets are volatile. If you're thinking about rolling over your 401k into a gold IRA, you'll avoid the fluctuations of the stock market, and it's a great hedge against inflation. Not to mention, a gold IRA provides tax-deferred growth like a traditional IRA, so you still get that protection. When it comes to 401k rollovers, it's important to avoid any mistakes that could cost you in taxes. As I mentioned earlier, the direct rollover is the best way to avoid paying unnecessary taxes. Also, take your time to choose the right type of IRA and consider the added security a gold IRA offers. If you're still uncertain about what's the best move for you, remember the free guide I mentioned earlier. Thousands of Americans are taking the necessary steps to secure their wealth with gold IRAs, and you should consider doing the same, especially if you've got at least 100K or more in your IRA or 401k. Lastly, if you want more details on how to roll over your 401k into a gold IRA or any other strategies to maximize your savings, click the link in the description. You won't regret learning more about this option, as it's one of the most valuable moves you can make to protect your retirement. Thanks for watching, and take action today, before it's too late to make the best choice for your future.